Good day, this is student M. Javier and I will discuss the identify the skin and the structures, the different bones of the skeletal system and the major muscle of the human body. Skeletal system works as support structure for your body. It gives the body its shapes, allows movements, makes blood cells, provides protection for organs and store minerals. The skeletal system is also called musculoskeletal system. The major parts and structure of the skeletal system is composed four main fibrous and minerals connective tissues. We have bones, ligaments, tendons, and joints. Bone is a rigid form of connective tissue that is part of the skeletal system of the vertebrates and it's composed principally of calcium. We have protects internal organs, stores and release fat, produce blood cells, stores and release minerals, facilitates movement, and we have the supports the body. Parts of the skeletal system, we have periosteum. The periosteum is a taut membrane that covers and protects the outside of the bone. Second, compact bone. Below the periosteum, compact bone is white, hard and smooth. It provides structure, support, and protection. The other components of your skeletal system include we have joint. A joint is where two or more bones in our body come together. There are three different joint types. A movable joint is joint don't let bones move at all, like the joint between your skin bones. And we have partly movable bones. These joints allow limited movement. The joint in your rib cage are partly movable joint. And we have movable joints. Is allow a wide range of motion. Your elbow, shoulder, and knee are movable joint. Ligaments. Band of a strong connective tissue called ligament hold bones together. And we have tendons. Are bands of tissue that connect the end of muscle of your bone. Function of a skeletal system. There are 5 major functions. Provide dots and supports. Enable spokes. Spokes internal organs. Produce dot cells. Stores spooky materials until they needed by the body. Function of the skeletal system. We have a skull. Is a bone structure that form the head in vertebrates. The second is humerus. Is a bone in your upper arm. Scapula. A large triangular shaped bone that lies in the upper back. We have ulna. Inner of two bones of the forearm when viewed the palm facing form. Radius is one of the two bones that make up the forearm, other being ulna. Pelvis. Basin-shaped structure that support spinal column and protect abdominal organ. Femur. The longest and strongest bone in your body. Tibia. The shin bone, the larger of the two bones in low leg. And the last is fibula. Is a leg bone on the lateral side of the tibia. And the long bone, we have articular cartilage. Is the smooth white tissue that covers the ends of the bones where they come together to form joints. Epiphyseal line. Plate has become ossified. Spongy bone. Provide balance to the dense and heavy compact bone by making bone lighter so that muscle can move them more easily. Medullary cavity is the hollow part of bone that contains bone marrow, nutrients, foramen, an opening into shaft of humerus which gives passage blood vessel. Endosteum, a membrane lining the inner surface of the bony wall. Perosteum, a thin membrane on the outside of your bones. Articular cartilage, tissue that covers the ends of the bones. In bone anatomy, we have spongy bone, nerve, blood vessel, impact bone, endosteum, red marrow, yellow marrow, perosteum, trabeculi. These are the bone types. We have flat, short, long, sesamoid, and irregular. Long bone, humerus or arms. Short bone, scarpal or wrist. Flat bone, we have sternum. Irregular bone, we have vertebra. Ribs. Your heart, lungs, and liver are all very important. Luckily, you've got ribs to keep them safe. Ribs act like cage bones around your chest. It's easy to feel bottom of this cage by running your finger along sides and front of your body. A few inches below your heart, if you breathe in deeply, you can easily feel your ribs right in the front of your body too. Some kids can even see a few of their ribs right through their skin. We have a skull. Your skull protects the most important part of all, our brain. You can feel your skull by pushing on your head, especially in the back a few inches above your neck. The skull is actually made of different bones. Some of these bones protect your brain, whereas others make up of the structure of your face. If you touch beneath your eyes, you can feel the ridge of the bone that forms the hole where your eye sits. Hands. As you sit and type a keyboard while you swing a swing, even when you pick up your lunch, you're using bones in your finger, hands, wrists, and arms. Each of these bones is wider at the end and skinnier in the middle to help give it strength where it meets another bone. At the end, the radius and ulna are 8 smaller bones that make up your wrist. Although these bones are small, they can really move. Twist around or wave and you'll see how the wrist can move. We have leg. Sure, your arm, wrist, hand, and finger bones are great for picking up the bone, but how are you supposed to run to answer it? Well, a few bones of the legs and feet. Your legs are attached to a circular group of bone called pelvis. The pelvis is a bow-shaped structure that supports the spine. It is made up of the two large hip bones in front and behind are the sacrum and the coccyx. The pelvis acts as two rings of protection around parts of the digestive system, parts of the urinary system, and parts of the reproductive system. Joints. The place where two bones meet is called joint. Some joints move and others don't. Fixed joints are fixed in a place and don't move at all. Your skull has some of these joints called sutures, remember, which close up bones of the skull in young person head. Main bone, we have axial skeleton, bone of the skull, ribs, vertebral column, sternum, sacrum, hyoid bone, and auditory ossicles. Appendicular skeleton, bone of the upper and lower limbs and the shoulder and pelvic girdles. Main joints, skull structure, temporomandibular, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, and ankle joints. These are the main muscles. We have head, muscle of facial expression, muscle of mastication, neck, suprahyoid, and muscle scales, platysma, trunk, pectoral, intercostal, anterior abdominal, lateral abdominal, posterior trunk muscles, upper limb, shoulder, arm, forearm, and hand muscle. In lower limb, we have gluteal, hip, thigh, leg, foot muscles.